Hi Gemini, welcome to your November 2016 tarot card reading. Hope you're all doing well. I'm Chrissy from Angelic Inspiration and I'm coming to you with your November reading. So overall, the month looks really good for most signs as I've been doing these videos. And one of the things I want to say for you, Gemini, as I was shuffling and preparing to do your reading, I feel as though you want to kind of center yourself this month, okay? You want to spiritually try to find that place of putting yourself in balance, centering, okay? So I think that's going to start out as I go into this reading for you. That's just a sense or a feeling I had as I was shuffling, and now I'll do your reading for you. So in these cards, first cards down, you have the Two of Swords and the Two of Cups. So some of you might be dealing with a small problem within a relationship. Now this could be within a love relationship, a family relationship. It's something communicative, it's something verbal that either you might have initiated or somebody else might have initiated towards you. Okay, overall, there is the Two of Cups, which is a loving, soul-like energy. So this is to really go deep within for this other person or whoever is creating this kind of stalemate situation. And it's all in the mind. It's all with you verbally communicating a piece of your mind, okay? Or either maybe some of you need to step up to verbally communicate something that's bothering you in a relationship. And it doesn't have to necessarily be a love and romance relationship. It could be for some of you. If any of you are having issues within a relationship that is stemming or involving other people into it, that could very well be, okay? So you might want to, there is ways to work out and to talk out the issues that are at hand, but I just want you to know that whatever this is, it's an emotional situation and it truly means something to you. However, the Two of Swords is choices we have to make, whether to keep the discussion going or to have a resolvement with the issue. Okay, so either way it has to be resolved, but I feel like it needs to take time to come to the point of culmination so that it can find its right place to even itself out for you, okay? So it's something that you're going into the month with a bit of a choice to make, and you're trying to decide on how you're going to handle a certain circumstance or a certain aspect that this is happening within your life, okay? Now, coming into the month of November, something has shaken either a relationship or there's a little bit of a problem with somebody else, and it's causing you some anguish and grief, and there is definitely, I get a sense of divide in a relationship with somebody, okay? And you're trying to plan out your strategy to have an outcome with it. However, it's not all formulating so that you can create that sense of peace or balance with the situation. There's choices that have to be made for you, Gemini, or for somebody else around you. It has to be, you all have to be on the same page to bring this situation to light, okay? Sometimes it's a very busy day-to-day where it's kind of creeping up on you and you know it has to be either addressed or handled in a way that you can have some resolution with it, okay? Now, you are the sign of Gemini. Your crowning energy is the Eight of Swords, so you've boxed yourself into a situation and you feel like you can't get out of it. That's what I'm sensing in these cards. And there are choices to make around how you're going to go about handling this verbal communication that is almost boxing yourself in. So whether that's somebody who's verbally arguing with you, or you're creating that verbal, stance with somebody else, it's bringing negativity to you, as far as you're only seeing it in your own light. Okay, you have to really walk in the shoes of the other person, as they need to walk in the other shoes of you, to come to a happy meeting place, to resolve what this feeling of burden and sadness is around you, that's dividing this beautiful union, that's dividing this loving energy. Because sometimes our ego and our ways they go around what truly is what we should be all grateful for, right? So I feel like you're surrounding yourself in these swords of a situation, and you're energetic and you're verbal and you're trying to really communicate how you truly feel, but it's not being received as how you're putting it out there. So you have to kind of change the approach on how to handle or make choices with the situation at hand. Okay? So I feel as though the underlying energies, this has to do with family, love, siblings. It could be people you work with, but it's definitely an emotional situation that you have going, that you want an answer to, or you want it to come to light. Okay? And I think you have to sit back and truly, truly contemplate on what that means for you. How are you going to take this situation and release these swords that are holding you within this negative space? And once we carry that negative space and we put ourselves in there, you bring on more negativity to yourself within your own thought process, right? So maybe doing some meditations and some clearing of your chakras, open up your heart chakra so you can have a different approach to maybe look at a situation as far as somebody else is concerned, and find a happy medium to solve this situation, and have it all come down to love, and have it all come down to what it's really all about. Because at the end of the day, everybody, it's about love and family and people that surround you. Who's against you, who's for you. Those are energies that are all on the human level. But in a spiritual sense, that's finding that place so that you can meet in the middle and see the love and feel the love and contemplate what is true to you. What is it that you need to go forward and not box yourself in with any negative thoughts? Because if you add negative to negative, it just keeps pouring out more negative energy. So go within, do some meditating, walking, sorting out the choices that you have to make going forward for this month. This month of energy should be a very good month, and it should be a month of harvest with the moons that we're having. We are having a supermoon on November 14th in Taurus, okay? And, what is true to you, Gemini? What truly is in the heart of the matter and in your heart that is the most important to you? Your family, your friends, your children, right? It's all those things that we hold so deep. But we can let words get in the way of how we communicate and who we hurt and who hurts us, okay? So in this month with great astrological things taking place in the sky, when we add the tarot on top of that, I just sense that as you go forward and you're working hard and you're busy and you're going through life and you're just hurrying through and getting through and enjoying some things, there's a situation that you have to heal. There's a situation that needs to culminate. That full moon could do it for you. It could bring it to culmination so that you can clear all the air. So for those of you in a relationship that are having a few struggles, you can work through the issues as long as you communicate, you be open, you're willing to see somebody else's side, as they to you also. Okay, I hope that resonates for some of you. I know it's a little deep. I wasn't expecting to see stalemate situations and feeling kind of depressed and worried over relations. Okay, so truly, my advice to you is to meditate, pray, make the choices that need to be made, and do it with family and friends around you. And the Fool is to start a new journey, a new beginning. Okay, for some of you, there could be financial choices to make. Your efforts in your work life, if this is career we're talking about, or work, there are choices to be made around work. What's at play for you as far as bringing in more finances, I think you'll see some of that in the month of November for you. You also have the Three of Pentacles also, which is, this is, you're working hard and your efforts are rewarded. Okay, this is kind of building that masterpiece and being recognized for it. You could be getting a raise. For some of you, you could be choosing between maybe taking a rest at work, or taking maybe the projects you're completing projects, and there's recognition around them. So that's a good thing. And for those of you who are not working and are looking to work, there are options there for that if you want to reach out and see what you can do to grab a few opportunities that are out there, because they are out there for Gemini. There is a few opportunities there. So the main thing, though, is that I see you working through the energies, making plans to go forward, but you need to almost come out of this Five of Cups, this sadness or loneliness. There's a piece of your foundation you feel like just isn't right. It's not settling easily. There's a little bit of an upheaval with a relation with somebody else, or siblings or family. And I just think you need to reconcile that with the full moon. Some of you, I think, will be taking a rest, going within. You have the card of the Hermit. And so for those of you who are kind of isolating yourself, the Hermit card is a truly spiritually based card to me. He is the physician of the whole deck. He is the one who goes within to see the light. He creates the light. He shines the light upon himself. He contemplates. He looks into this situation at hand, and he works on that and meditates on that, and every day finds a sense of a little more light and a little more light, so that it can illuminate situations that we go through. Okay, for some of you it could be in work. For others of you it could be with family and friends. But truly, the inner sense of yourself is guiding you to look within and bring out the best within you, spiritually, physically, financially, and emotionally for this month. Okay, so that is the energies that surround you in this card reading. You have the courage and strength in adversity to see it through. I just think sometimes, Gemini, the ego mind versus the human. We're all human and we all have that ego mind. But sometimes you just need to sit back and evaluate. Re-look into old wounds or something that you need healing from within this relationship. Because you have the Fool, which is saying to me that it's not like situations haven't come forth before for you within family or friends or a relationship, so that you can heal it and you can reignite and have an old situation begin anew again. Okay, so that's the beauty of what we seek and what we find. It's the love. And I just think you need to meditate and really slow down a bit, collect your thoughts, and really see how you can balance out the situations for yourself. There's good support here, and always know that you have that support from your angels, your guides, from Creator, from God, from Source. You're truly being blessed, and you have beautiful love and people around you. Now you have to just almost take it in so that you can feel a sense of purpose with everybody that surrounds you. And sometimes when things aren't going right, or, sometimes you just might need a break from people a little bit. So some of you might be seeking that. I just want you to keep the Eight of Swords. Just don't box yourself in too much, okay? Because it can be unhealthy for you as far as the thought process, okay? So if you have a situation that's kind of simmering right now, hand it up to God, your angels. They'll take it from you, and just so you don't have to worry about it until it culminates, until that supermoon happens, for it to really find a sense of balance and peace with it, so that however the culmination happens for you, it's best for everyone involved. Okay, now I am going to go into your oracle card. And for your oracle card, you received protection. And this is what the month is calling for you. This is something you need to work through, work for, and know that the oracle is surrounding you in light. And your card is protection. So I will read a little piece from the book for you. See how it relates. See what resonates for you in this reading. Okay. Perhaps you have been feeling vulnerable or victimized by the world around you. If so, be mindful of your thinking, as your thoughts can attract darkness as well as light. Okay, so that is what I was talking about in the Eight of Sword cup. Okay, so don't box yourself in, because sometimes those negative thoughts can attract more negative, but you want the negative thoughts to go to the light so that it can transmute for you. Your experience of life is a reflection of the quality of your thoughts, which drive your decisions, actions, and consequences. Draw inspiration from the symbolism represented by the sword. The blade has the power to sever ties that bind you to toxic attachments, relationships, behaviors, or situations that no longer serve your highest good. On a practical note, Gemini, keep your immediate space organized, clutter-free, and clean. That's an effective way to protect your psychic energy. Be receptive to any guidance given during your meditation. That's to receive from above, your angels, your guides, your spirit, your source. Courage and strength are both virtues that help sustain us through the uncharted waters of change and transition. As the universe lights your course, be open and ready to act on any clues that are there for you. I will leave you with that. That's a beautiful card. So look within that. You do have the card of courage and strength in adversity. So I wish you many blessings for this month, Gemini. I know you'll work out whatever situations that are here. And choices that you make, know that you're protected by the light. Surround yourself in the light. Meditate, prayer. Have a great month. And I'll see you for your mid-month readings. Anyone's interested in a private reading with me, I will leave my email in the description box. And I thank you for all the subscriptions, the shares, the likes, and the comments. Truly, I appreciate all your support. And I will see everybody next month. Be well, everyone.